So for today's video we're going to be fitting, hopefully you can see all that, through all the reflections. It's a tad bright today. Yeah, we've got these Nightbreaker laser H7 Osrams and the Osram Cool Blue H1s. So basically they're going to be your dipped main normal running light and they're going to be your main beam. It says for off-road, but I don't run around with my main beam on when there's anybody in front of me, whether they're in front of me travelling in the same direction or in front of me travelling towards me, so that'll be fine. It's just to get a bit of a boost because these are the standard headlamps on the Mark IV Focus, and according to the manual you need a small flat bladed screwdriver and a T30 because we have to get that clip out and off, unscrew that and unscrew that, remove the headlight to get to the bulb holders. The bulb holders are there, so there's one there, one there, and one there, which I'm sure you could, if you've got extremely small hands, get in there. So if you've got a child at your disposal you could possibly use them, but to save sort of mucking it up or physically touching the bulbs, it's like 2 screws and a clip to get that out. So I'm going to chuck you on the tripod and we'll make a move. I'm currently playing, so you're going to have loads of shadows, which I apologise for. So first thing to do is to remove this clip. What it is, small screwdriver, there's a small indent in there to get the screwdriver under, but just be careful because it is plastic. So just lever that up and then on either side just work it up. So at the moment this is a Mark IV, so it's fairly new, so yeah, that just pops up and comes out and takes the clip with it, as long as you can see that. So yeah, it sort of just, he says, it can come out, and it's keyed at the top so it can only sort of go in one way. But what that does is when that goes in, it keeps these tabs out rather than allowing them to go in, so you can pull the clip out, because when that internal clip is pulled out that can close. So that's that. So now it's the T30 to remove that bolt and the bolt up the top. I'm old school and using manual tools, so that's what that is. Again, that's exactly the same. Right, I hope you can see all this. Yeah, so the screws are all out, and what you're supposed to do is lift the back up, and then it comes out. Down here, it says, hiding it from the camera, is where the harness plugs on, and there's a rocker button at the bottom, so you just press it in and pull that out and that comes out, so you've now got your full headlight out. So what this gives you access to is, because I'm also thinking of upgrading the headlights at a later date, but anyway, so you've got your one harness there. Looks like you've got some sort of ECU there. You've got access to the horn, so if you wanted to upgrade your horn, you can put that on there. There's another little box of tracks. There's no other harness types on there, but you've got all your... yeah, because if I want to upgrade this to, say, the full LED headlights, I'm not sure if that connector is going to connect. There's a weird connector here, if you can see that on the camera, which sits on the back of, I think, the auxiliary. Oh no, that's scrappy of drop. That's 2 dirty great big connectors. Right, so we've got it up on the bench. I've got a rag on the bench to protect the front of the headlight. and these are the two that we're going to be, oh sorry for banging the camera, these are the two that we're going to be taking off. So all these are our rotate, take off. This is, oh no, that's not the one that we want. No, tell a lie, put that one back. I think that's like a running light or the side light. So put that back. We'll take this one off. And this is going to be that. So bear with me a second. Okay, so this is the main beam. The main beam. So if you look in there, limited with light, there's a little catch at the bottom. And all you do is you push that up. And that should just pop out, but let's pull this. So let's pull the clip and just release. That's what it says. So if you can still see that, yeah. So there's the bulb, and that. So I've got the rubber gloves on so that you don't get any rubbish on here. So there's the blue ones. If you can, is that focusing? Focus. It might be a little bit. Let's zoom out a tad. I've got bad eyes, so it could be focused. But yeah, so that's the blue. So this just pops out. It's just got a single hole on it, but there's the two indents, so just mark. So the flat part goes to where the wire is, so just remember you put it in the same way it comes out. So flat part there, so that just goes in thus. Doesn't really sort of click when it goes in, it's just a press fit, make sure it doesn't wobble about. So the clip at the bottom, that just goes back into the headlight. It's a pain to get this in camera. So that goes in, clip indent has gone down, so it's gone back into its position, and then just swing it around, have a look at the front and see that it's in position. So same with this one, so we pull that off. This one, it's got a larger clip, so yeah, there's a larger clip, but yeah, that just pulls out. We've got the right bulb, yep, everything looks good. So what we do on this one, noting where the lug goes to the more narrow side of that. So what we do is just prise those two apart, so there's the two lugs. So the key is down to the bottom. So we've got this key to the bottom, push that in as far as that will go, and then with the retainer at the top, that can be threaded back in. That key goes into a small recess that's at the bottom of the housing, so keep it nice and square. Clicks, that's the tab going back out. Pop the top, put the cover back on. Turn it over, make sure it's all square and straight, and that's it, that's them fitted. So that's the main headlight connector there. That's the pin that you have to release, that you pull up when you pull up at the back, and that's the heat sink for the LED running lights. So these are the basic headlights. Yeah, excuse that horrible squeaking noise, but when you put the ignition on, it's doing something. Yeah, so that's the normal, can't really tell, but that's the normal light. The LED running light that's flashing isn't flashing, only on the camera. And that is the Osram. To my naked eye, it looks slightly whiter because it's got that slight blue cap on the front of it. So that's the Osram, and that's the normal. Probably can't tell any difference, but we'll see once it's out on the road. So under this headlight, we've got another horn. That's convenient to have horns on either side. You've also got the washer bottle and the washer bottle pump down there, or front and rear, all out of the one washer bottle. Got access to the back of the fog light with the adjuster on it. That's about your lot in that hole. So this is what the standard main beams look like. So quite yellow, same sort of yellow in temperature to the normal. And then this is what the Osram call blue. So it's definitely, you can definitely see that blue tint to it. So driving when there's no traffic in front of you, whether it's coming towards you or going away from you, they should be fine. So go out and do a night test.